Storage vessel level control in a once-through boiler, part 2. This is part 6 of the lecture series on once-through boilers. Before firing for the first time, the pumps are run to circulate the water through the condensate polishing system and so reduce the iron levels. This is not needed on every start-up. When the iron levels are okay, the storage vessel, which is around 10 meter tall, is filled to the 6 meter level. All values are generic and must be designed for each project. The paragraph numbers in the following slides correspond to those in table, that is table of parameters changing with time. The circulation pump is running at a maximum of 35% BMCR. The first burner is lit. Here we can see that the circulation pump flow is 35% and the economizer flow is also 35%. Storage vessel level is 6 meter. First burner is lit. Feed water flow becomes 3% and subsequently circulation pump flow becomes 32%, but total of circulation flow and feed water flow is 35%. The level is at 6 meter. The 35% flow corresponds to the Benson flow or minimum safe flow. The main feed pump is running on leak off mode. Request: it is hoped that this lecture is going to be useful to you. Please press like. Please subscribe. Lighting the first burner introduces some logic to reduce the circulation pump flow by around 3% BMCR. This reduction is seen by the feed water control loop and valve 5 opens so that flow transmitter 1 sees the 35% flow. As more burners are lit, the water swells and the level in the storage tank rises. Here we can see that several burners have been lit and water starts to expand. The storage vessel level has become 6.2 meter from 6 meter. At around 6.3 meter, dump valve opens a little and it starts to open to control the level. At 7.8 meter, both dump valves have opened and a maximum swell is dumped. Around 60 meter cube might be dumped from an 800 megawatt boiler. As the temperature passes through the boiling point, the swell decreases and steam starts to leave the evaporator. Extra oil burners are added and more steam is now being extracted. At a minimum load of say 10%, the turbine is rolled and megawatt produced. As the load is increased, the first mill is added. The second mill is added. With two mills firing, the load and steam flow continue to increase. The load has increased to 30% and the level in the vessel reduced to 3.8 meter. At around 35% BMCR load, all of the fluid leaving the evaporator is steam and the feed flow entirely from the boiler feed pumps. This is the Benson point. The circulation flow valve is closed and the pump operates on leak off. Third mill is started. The actual load at which mills start depends upon how fast a ramp is required and the relative capacities of the mills and oil support system. At around 60% load, the fourth mill is fired. Soon the circulation pump will be automatically stopped on high load or tripped by low level in the storage vessel. As the load continues to increase, the fifth mill is started. Usually there are 6 mills and the last is a spare. Load continues to increase until full load is reached. From steps 13 to 17, the feed flow loop dominates, that is from component 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The method of control is known as enthalpy control and is described in a subsequent lecture. Request: it is hoped that this lecture is useful to you. Please press like. Please subscribe.